It's now time for the 1017 The Team High School Basketball Halftime Show with Austin Denton. Take it away, Austin.
And we're back here live from La Cueva High School. The Bears leading the Eldorado Eagles 38-33. A good rivalry game here in District 2 6A. Austin Denton with you. Thanks for tuning in to the Newsenda Credit Union Halftime Show. Now you can pay with Lobo Pride. Stop by any Newsenda Credit Union branch to get your new UNM Lobos credit and debit cards. Getting your card is simple and free. Visit newsenda.org for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal opportunity. So let's go ahead and take a look at these stats for both sides. First for La Cueva, leading scorer for them is Derek Isles. He has 14 points, a perfect 5 of 5 from field goal range, perfect 4 of 4 from three-point range. He is doing an excellent job so far, and the Bears total 8 of 10 from the free throw line, also a really good stat. Lawrence Kalis is the other leading scorer. He has 10. He's doing an excellent job from three-point range as well, 2 of 4 and a perfect 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Tyler Isles with 7, Christian Ramirez with 5, and Isaiah Ortega with 2 for the Bears. As for Eldorado, their leading scorer has been Tyler Quintana, and he's been doing an excellent job. He has 19 of their 33 points tonight, 7 of 13 from field goal range, 4 of 5 from two-point range, and 3 of 8 from the three-point range. And then you also have Cameron Valencia with 6 points, Jalen Domina Lovato and David Tyler Rogers with 3, and Mike Munho with 2. Let's go ahead and look at the comparisons as well. The La Cueva Bears, 45.8% field goal percentage. Opposite Eldorado, 37.9%. Two-point field goal range has been better for Eldorado. They're shooting 50%. As for the Bears, 27.3%. And then for the free throw line, 80% for La Cueva, 77.8% for the Eagles. And the rebound margin is really big. La Cueva with 21 rebounds. The Eagles with 11. When we come back, Brian O'Neill with your first half analysis. You're listening to the Newsenda Credit Union Halftime Show, ESPN Radio 1017 The Team.
I'm Trey Wingo, and you're listening to the Team High School Game of the Week on ESPN Radio 1017 The Team.
It's now time for the 1017 The Team High School Basketball Halftime Show with Austin Denton. Take it away, Austin.
Back here live from La Cueva High School, the Bears leading the Eldorado Eagles 38-33. We now bring in Brian O'Neill for our first half analysis. And Brian, one of the stats that pops out to me is the rebounding margin, I should say. La Cueva with 21 rebounds, 12 defensive, 6 offensive, and then you have Eldorado with only 11, 6 defensive, 4 offensive. So quite a rebounding margin right now. So do you think if La Cueva continues to do that, they have a shot at winning this game?
It's the difference in the game, Austin. It's great you pointed that out. And I was talking with Scott on the air during the game, and that's what La Cueva did in the first half, and they did the majority of damage on the glass in that first quarter of the first half. Second quarter kind of teetered off a little bit, and that's when Eldorado kind of got back into things. But, yeah, if you want to beat Eldorado tonight, the recipe for that success story would be keeping them off the offensive glass, limiting their opportunities to just one on the offensive end, and then attacking them like they have been, La Cueva, that is, on their offensive end.
Now, you wouldn't think it has been quite a interesting shooting night, but it actually has been. The percentage for La Cueva is only 45.8. Eldorado is 37.9. But with the amount of three-point shots and the amount of excitement that we've had in this game, you wouldn't know those numbers would be that low.
No, and there's been a lot of threes made, and I think there's been a lot of surprise in who the leading scorers are for both these teams. You know, Quintana has just done a terrific job picking up the slack for Eldorado, who's in a little bit of foul trouble right now.
19 points for him.
Yeah, and then you got the younger Isles, Derek Isles, who's just been phenomenal. I think he made 4 of his first 4 threes and really exploded there in the first quarter. He quieted down in the second quarter, but, boy, he was fun to watch. And I was telling the listeners, he was putting on a show for Coach Paul Weir, who's watching him every step of the way.
Yeah, that is right. Coach Paul Weir in attendance tonight here at La Cueva, checking out the local talent as he usually does. They have a game tomorrow night, I believe, against Colorado State. So, I mean, for him getting out here before their game tomorrow, that's exceptional.
It means a lot. I don't think this is the first school he's been to. I think one thing he's made a habit of doing, since he's been home this week, they haven't had to go on the road, is I think he's been hitting a lot of gymnasiums, taking a look at a lot of local kids, and just saying, hey, you know what, is there anybody here? If there is, then he'll pursue them. If not, hey, that's how things work.
All right, well, thank you, Brian O'Neill, for the first half analysis, and that's going to do it for me for the Newsenda Credit Union Halftime Show. I'll be back with you post-game, but don't go anywhere. Scott Galletti and Brian O'Neill bringing you the second half action. You're listening to the D.R. Horton Game of the Week, ESPN Radio 1017 The Team.
You've been listening to the 1017 The Team High School Basketball Halftime Show with Austin Denton. The second half is up next, right here on ESPN Radio 1017 The Team.
All right, thanks, Scott. I'm here with Eldorado's Tyler Quintana. And Tyler, you came into this game knowing it was rivalry week. It's always big with La Cueva, and you finished up with 27 points tonight. Tell me what your keys to the game were going into this one to produce this high-scoring night. Just what were you thinking going into this one?
We knew we had to work the defense, so we came into it trying to swing the ball right away, work them quick, get them off track, attack gaps, and kick. My teammates did a great job looking for me. They're always looking to get me shots, and we just played good together as a team.
You guys were down pretty well in the first half. They outscored you guys in the first quarter, 26-15, and then you went on the late run in the late third quarter, and then most of the way through the fourth quarter. Just talk about what your team did to rebuild and make sure that you guys pulled off the win.
We just tried to keep our energy levels high. We just stayed positive the whole time, kept our heads up, never got down on ourselves, stayed positive, short-term memory, forgot about the mistakes, and just kept moving forward, played together as a team.
And finally, one of the things that stood out for me also on the stat sheet, other than the points, was your shooting percentage, your total shooting percentage, 47%. But you were 5 of 7 from two-point range, so a 71% from there. You were really working it inside and making sure that you were getting shots there as well.
Yeah, I just all over the court, just try to work my defender, try not to be predictable, and just play hard.